Hi guys, welcome. Cal and I are doing another video, and this is going to be a special video, different kind of video. We are doing a reaction video. And when I found out that Cal didn't know what clip I wanted him to watch with me, he had no idea what it was about. I said, I'm not even going to tell him off camera. I want you guys to be there with me, a part of this journey. When I tell Cal, because guys, believe it or not, he doesn't know what 90 Day Fiance is. Cal! How do you not know 90 Day Fiance?
I don't even know where to watch that. I've never heard of it. Literally, you just mentioned it just now, and I'm like, what? What does that even mean, 90 Day Fiance?
Everyone is talking about it. So I thought it would be really cool to introduce this to you, and I thought it'd be really cool to film this because a lot of the issues they're talking about are relationship issues, dating issues. So you kind of have 3 months to figure out, do I love this person enough where I'm going to commit and marry them? Or, that's it, you're back to your home country. And there's so many layers to it. It's so good because you see the dynamics of relationships, but you also see everything else that comes into play, right? Career, family, just tension. It's really good. And some people argue that a lot of the couples are only with the American partner because they're trying to get to the States, and the other people are like, no, they're really in it for love. So I'll leave it up to you to see what you think.
Oh my God. An out-of-body experience for me, because for 3 months, I FaceTime with her, and now I'm standing in front of her, and I really want to kiss Rose.
That you.
What? Am I what you expected? Do you like?
I expected yours tall to me. But
Tall, more tall?
short to me.
I thought if I told you I was the same height, maybe I would have a chance. Do you find me attractive?
Attractive always you.
Always?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Who you are.
Every time a girl's voice goes up, like, yeah, or actually not just a girl, any person's voice goes way up, there is a chance that they're probably not being completely honest.
They're lying. Yeah, they're usually not being authentic, or they're just like trying to hide the truth or not hurt someone's feelings. There's like, oh my God, there's like parts of it where, like, when he said he wants to kiss her, the fact that he wanted to kiss her, I think he should just go for it. That's one thing. But also, just there's a lot about her behavior that just makes me uncomfortable.
He's so cute.
oh my God, I just want to look at you. I love you. Kiss. Let's go.
I don't feel like she's being very authentic, but at the same time, because of her inauthenticity and her dedication to making it seem that she likes him, he could be making so many more moves. Like, he could be, instead of kissing her on the cheek like a little child, he could be kissing her, like a man. Like what she's saying, like if he is her king, why is he not making those moves? And yeah, his overexcitement makes me so uncomfortable. Like it makes my stomach twist a little bit.
I agree with you. There's already such an unevenness in their dynamic. You can tell that he's so excited to be with her, and she's, a little bit lukewarm, which, maybe she's a bit nervous about, but it just feels a little uncomfortable for me to watch it.
Yeah, I'd have to see more to see if it's just like her being shy. In my opinion, I mean, I've seen girls behaving like this, and I'm just like, oh, she wants something.
Last night, we made love. It was awesome. I think she enjoyed it.
Anytime you say you think that she enjoys it, that's probably a sign that she did not enjoy it. You should know whether or not she enjoyed it.
You should know. And also, I don't know about anyone else, but for me, I don't take any compliments to heart, whether it's like if she, like, even if she forwardly says like, oh, like that was amazing, I'm just like, oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I don't go like, oh, like.
Absolutely. But and also to add to that too, Cal, makes me think, like, she shouldn't even need to verbalize it. You guys ideally would be so in the vibe, so in the moment, so responding to one another that her body and the way that she responds to you, you could just read from that. It would tell you everything that you need to know.
Yeah, usually, yeah, that's you should be able to tell just physically. And also, if she says like, "Oh, that was really great," versus she's just like, "Fuck," like though even those reactions, like the less is more. I'd say.
She doesn't like my beard. Can I have a kiss?
No, I don't like your beard. It's hurt on me. Ouch. It's hurt. Shave it.
Women have told me to shave my beard. I've had that happen. I've had girls tell me to grow my beard. If you have a beard and you like it, you keep it. It doesn't matter what she says. Oh, it hurts. Like, no. Like, use beard oil if anything. Like, there are ways.
If you like it, if it makes you feel good, if you feel like it looks good on you, it's you. That's kind of going along the same lines of, you're changing yourself for somebody else.
Yeah, and I've had girls tell me to not work out and that I have too much muscle. Like literally, the opinions that you're gonna get are so random. Like, some women, will appreciate some things and some will not, but it doesn't matter. If the fact that you guys are having sex means that you're there, okay? You don't need to change. And yeah, I think that's very unreasonable. But
Your legs were kind of like mine. They were hairy.
What?
Yeah. So I'll make you a deal. If you shave your legs,
I just need to pause it right here because I just want to hear from you, Cal. What is your reaction to that? To someone saying to their partner in bed, like, listen, I need you to shave your legs.
I'll be real. For me, I prefer legs shaved, right? There are some girls I know that they just bleach their hair to make it seem like it's not there. For some women that works. But for a lot of women that does not do the trick. At the end of the day, I think a woman should do whatever she wants. If it's really uncomfortable, then the guy should just find a girl that's better suited for him. But if he wants to tell her honestly that he prefers her legs shaved and she doesn't want to do that, then there you go, you have your answer. But yeah, I prefer shaved. Like, that's
So wait, this brings up an interesting conversation because so we were just saying that if a guy feels good about his beard and it looks good on him, then he should do what he wants and he shouldn't shave it for somebody else. But I think it's a little bit different though with a girl shaving her legs. Is that a double standard?
if we're gonna go like stereotypical, then yeah. But at the same time, I'm saying that if a woman prefers to have her legs hairy as fuck and doesn't want to shave it, and that's just how she wants it, then that's her decision to make. That's not mine to intrude on. I will voice my opinion just like how she's gonna voice her opinion about my beard, but who is the one who's gonna shave it? I am. It's my decision. But it is unattractive. I will be turned off, and that is something to be talked about. And if she wants to acknowledge it or not, that's up to her. I have girlfriends that they just don't shave their arm hair, but like, to me, it's just like it's so little, it doesn't bother me. But when it comes to like leg hair, yeah, that's a different story. But it's again, it's up to the individual, in my opinion, to do it or not. I think if you're living in abundance and have options, then it shouldn't bother you too much. Obviously, if you care about the person, you might be more inclined to push your opinion. But again, it's not your decision to make. You can just voice your opinion.
I completely second that, and for me, I know that Ed got a lot of slack for saying that to her, and I think that having facial hair for a guy is different than having leg hair for a woman. If a woman is really set on having leg hair, like, cool, go for it. But if it's just something that she doesn't really mind or pay attention to, because having leg hair for a woman, at least in Western cultures, is normally not a statement piece, right? It's normally not something that you intentionally do, like a man would grow out his beard. So I actually feel kind of bad for Ed. I'm sad that he's getting so much slack for saying that. I think it's awkward to say in the first place. It's a little bit uncomfortable, and he has his preferences and his likes, and I think that, you know, good on him for vocalizing and communicating that. Sure, there's a time and a place and a way to say it, but it's much healthier, in my opinion, to let your partner know what you're into, what turns you on, versus keeping it hidden and having to put yourself through things that turn you off. And then at the end of the day, if she wants to do it, that's on her.
100%. I definitely agree with that. Like, I think it's important to vocalize what you want. Otherwise, you're not being true to yourself. And it's just the same as lying, right? And you're holding back, and there's going to be resentment that builds up in the relationship. I think at the end of the day, everything needs to look on purpose. So if you have a beard and it looks like pubic hair on your face because you're not taking care of it, then you should shave it off. But if you have a beard and you're taking care of it, you're trimming it, then, you know, that's a different story. But
I'm gonna steal that, Cal. Everything should look like it's on purpose, and I think that actually applies to everything in life. The worst thing you can do is do something halfway, whether it be go on a date, interact with someone, doing a job, being in a relationship. You're, in my opinion, you're either 0 or 100%. There isn't any in between, and the same thing applies to how you groom yourself, how you dress yourself. A person that cares is a person that has confidence, and it matters to him how he presents himself to the world. Hey guys, pardon this really quick interruption. I just have a few questions for you. Do you want to see more of these reactionary videos that Cal and I are making for you? And do you agree with our take? Was Big Ed totally out of line for saying the kind of things he said to Rose? Or was he in his right? I want to know what you guys think. The second thing you can do is give us a big fat like so that we know that you are there and that you are hearing us. And lastly, don't forget to hit that bell. Yes, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss the next video. All right, guys, and now, without further ado, back to our original programming.
Why? They shaved my legs.
Leg hair, it just seems kind of less feminine for a woman. So I don't like leg hair. It's gross. Last night was awesome. I think the champagne really got her excited. And the next thing you know, we're making love, and now we're going to leave to go meet her family. I am worried about meeting her sister, Maria, because of the fact that she asked for money and asked me to hide it from Rose. Her sister texted me, and she basically said, I need help. My store's gonna close. And she asked me not to tell Rose.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be awkward.
This relationship didn't even start. It's their first few days just meeting and getting to know each other, and already he's stepping into a relationship where, from his angle, his partner's sister went behind her own sister's back and reached out to him and asked him for money. And who knows if she knew, if his partner Rose knew or didn't know, but there's already so many complications off the bat.
yeah, this seems like manipulation at its finest. I don't know if her sister knew or not, but I have a feeling that she did. I know women usually tell each other everything. I just assume that they know. But even if she doesn't know, what does that mean? What kind of conversations are they having about him when they're together? Like, what kind of conversations are the sisters having about Ed? They're probably talking about how he has money and how he's gonna be investing in them. So her sister is at least thinking, oh, I want to get some of this money. So either way, there's manipulation going on, and there's a conversation happening about how they can use Ed. So it makes me sick. And also, like, guys, investment is super important. Like when you go on a date, and you're paying for someone, you should be wanting to pay for that date. Like, you know, and if you don't want to pay for it, then there's going to be this weird feeling in your gut. It's like you're at the table gambling and you just like double down when you're losing and losing and losing. You know, leave the table. If you know that this investment is not right, you leave.
But excellent point. And I completely concur. I completely am with you on that. It also, I want to add and to share, if you are paying for your date or for your girlfriend, it should be because you want to and you're enjoying it, not because you're expecting something out of it.
100%.
What do you see?
I see what I like. Very nice.
You too. Shape your beer.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
Go.
I mean, they made a deal. You know, if he's okay with it, then that's fine. I don't know. I would never shave like this aspect, at least. Like sometimes I grow this out and then I'll shave it. But yeah, it's what I like.
And I think that also it's important to say that it's, in my opinion, very unhealthy to look at life and especially relationships as tit for tat. There's, you know, just because if shaving your leg hair is not a very big deal for you, that you should do it because you want to. You should do it because, hey, I want to be as sexually, you know, desirable and attractive to my guy as possible. Now, it's not like you're keeping record and tally in your head. I shaved my legs, now he owes me something. But when something in the future does arise, you know, the same expectations go for the guys. You know, he should want to do things that will make him more attractive and make his partner happier too. But living this like I do for you means you need to do for me, and keeping that scoreboard, I think that's unhealthy.
Very unhealthy. Yeah, and you know, I live in Vancouver. There's a lot of girls here that grow out their armpit hair, and they dye it purple or something.
Really?
And yeah, they do that. And you know, in my head, I'm like, you know, I don't find that attractive, but you can do whatever you want, you know. But I'm just not gonna want to approach you. And sometimes I do approach them, and I'm like, oh, and they raise their hand. I'm like, oh, snap. But I'm like, okay, well, you're a cool person. You're my friend now, but I'm definitely not sexually attracted to you anymore. And that's not, you know, there's nothing against them. Like, they can do whatever they want, but I can't fight what I'm attracted to. Like, it's just this is the case. Like, and if they don't care, then they don't care. They don't care about attracting the opposite sex and whatever. Maybe they're not trying to attract the opposite sex. Maybe they're just trying to find their identity or something. I have no idea.
Make a statement, they're on their own journey, and that's beautiful too. All right, Cal, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that I didn't scare you too much, but I think your insight's super valuable.
Yeah, for sure. That was really fun. Should do it again.